Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Katie Stazak. Happy Labor Day. We here at Gulfstream are celebrating with a mandatory payout. We'll be paying out everything, the Rainbow Six, the Pick 5, and the Super High 5. We're expecting that Rainbow Six carryover pool to be in the millions. It is going to be quite an exciting day. Let's get right to it. That Rainbow Six, by the way, starts in race number 6. Here are today's track and weather conditions. We start the day with a fast main track and a firm turf course. The first race on the card is a $10,000 claiming event. 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 2 races, will be going 7.5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 4, Little Chris A.
Racing at Gulfstream. Jemsum was off a step slow. From the center, Tell Me a Joke wins the break. Here's Trapnell Hall moving up from the inside, and the favorite is offensive-minded in the early stages. Trapnell Hall takes the lead early. Tell Me a Joke drifts a bit wide through that first turn, carrying out Plant City Robert. Bosco Bob's Baby follows them with Jemsum along the inside. From between horses, that's Chevron Light. He's third last. Second last is Cathedral, and the early trailer is Power. They run around the first turn, and Trapnell Hall has the lead, but he's left the inside open, and Jemsum will take use of that. He moves up on the inside to be second. 3 wide, Tell Me a Joke. 4 wide, Plant City Robert. Behind the embattled pace setters is Bosco Bob's Baby. Cathedral, the gray, rides the rail. Moving up on the outside, Chevron Light, and the trailer is Power. They went 25 seconds for the opening quarter speed. Down the backstretch they go. Chirped along to hold the lead is Trapnell Hall. Leads it by a neck. Plant City Robert is there second. Jemsum is third toward the outside. Chevron Light moves a bit closer. Here's Chevron Light with Tell Me a Joke trying to run on from the back. So is Cathedral. Bosco Bob's Baby gets the shuffle and powers the trailer. They went 49-1 for the opening half mile, and they swing around the far turn. On top, Trapnell Hall's working to hold the lead. 3 wide is Chevron Light from the 2-path Plant City Robert. Running on from fourth is Tell Me a Joke, then Cathedral, and they run to the top of the stretch. Chevron Light just took the lead, and he's 70-1. Toward the inside, Trapnell Hall tries to fight back second. Plant City Robert from between them, and Tell Me a Joke on the outside. 3/16 to go. Are we in the midst of a shocking upset? It's Chevron Light on top. Tell Me a Joke tries to track him down late. Here's Tell Me a Joke. It's Chevron Light. Chevron Light digging. Tell Me a Joke surging. It's going to be close. It's going to be Tell Me a Joke on the outside, getting up to spoil Chevron Light's bid with Bosco Bob's Baby third, and fourth was Plant City Robert at 134-4.
Tell Me a Joke runs down the 70-1 long shot Chevron Light to take the Monday opener. Manny Aguilar was aboard for trainer James McMullen and owners Pink Flamingo Racing Stables. Tell Me a Joke paid $12.80 to win. That'll bring us right to the second race, a $20,000 claimer. Fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 2 races, or 3-year-olds, will be sprinting 6.5 furlongs on the main track. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
They're out the post, and they're off. From the outside, Spectacular Sharon gets the first call. Miss Deja Vu and Gato Dorado are quickly up the challenge, and these two will go on with it. They're a length and a half better than Coral Beach, who sets up shop third. Spectacular Flash from down toward the inside, then Spectacular Sharon and Rosa Mystica, and the trailer is BT's Baby. Down the backstretch they go. Gato Dorado was intent on the lead. She throttles open to lead it by 2.5. Racing in second is the favorite Miss Deja Vu, 3.5 better than the team of Coral Beach and Spectacular Flash. Then BT Baby on the outside of Spectacular Sharon, and Rosa Mystica is the trailer as they speed around the far turn. They drilled a quarter in 22-1, and there's now 5/16 to go. And on top here, the leader is Gato Dorado by 2. Miss Deja Vu is there second. That's a stretch of 5 lengths to Coral Beach on the outside of Spectacular Flash. They're starting to close ground. Here come the back markers. BT's Baby on the outside of Spectacular Sharon, and there's a quarter of a mile left to go. They went 45-2 for a half mile. Gato Dorado is on the ropes. Here's the favorite Miss Deja Vu to take her on, and from the outside, Spectacular Flash is into third in front of Spectacular Sharon, who's now fourth. 1/8 of a mile to go. Miss Deja Vu is roused on the lead by Eddie Castro, and she's moving clear. Spectacular Flash is gaining, but not quickly enough to reel in Miss Deja Vu. Miss Deja Vu will get home and win it by a length and a quarter. Spectacular Flash did make up good ground to be second in front of Spectacular Sharon third in 119 flat.
Miss Deja Vu is a comfortable winner of the second race. Eddie Castro was in the irons for trainer David Fox and owner Terry Bruner. Miss Deja Vu paid $4.80 to win.
Shaman Ghost down the outside. Shaman Ghost chasing Danish Dynaformer. Danish Dynaformer, Shaman Ghost, and Shaman Ghost takes the Queen's Plate a length. And taking the 156th running of the Queen's Plate is Shaman Ghost, beautifully bred by Ghost Zapper.
Classic Bloodlines, Classic Sire, Ghost Zapper, standing at Adena Springs.
Race number 3 is a $25,000 to $30,000 claiming event. 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 3 races or which have not won a race since March 7th, or 3-year-olds will be going a mile on the main track. Scratch the 4 and the 5.
They're up. From the center, Master Blender commences the best and looks for the early lead. Real Steel on the outside. We're All Set moves between horses. Along the inside, that's Black Diamond Cat with I'm Wide Awake. They run now down the chute, and out of the chute they come, and Master Blender has a head in front. Black Diamond Cat is right alongside in second now. Racing up on the outside, Real Steel, then We're All Set, and I'm Wide Awake. They move now to the opening quarter speed, and on top of the field, the leader is still Master Blender. Toward the inside, Black Diamond Cat is right alongside, and then it's a length and a half back to the outside, Real Steel third. Pocketed up fourth, We're All Set, and I'm Wide Awake is the trailer. They went 24 seconds for the opening quarter time. Not much change in the plot here. On top, Black Diamond Cat, 3 parts of a length. On the outside, Master Blender second. Racing in third is Real Steel at the half a mile to go. 2 better than We're All Set, who's fourth after a half mile, and 46 and 4. I'm Wide Awake is tailed off, and they run around the far turn. Master Blender doing the better work between him and Black Diamond Cat, but they'll both have to deal with the stretch runner. We're All Set. He looks all set. He's moving up on the outside to challenge for the lead. Ryder just took a look over his shoulder, and he sees that Real Steel's under a drive, so Master Blender's the chief threat. These two quicken with a quarter of a mile to go. Black Diamond Cat and Real Steel are next. 3/4, 1:11 and 2, and they're at the top of the stretch. We're All Set puts his head in front, but Master Blender fights back gamely along the inside. 5 better than Real Steel with an eighth of a mile to go. We're All Set driving to a short lead, trying to put away Master Blender, who will not go down without a fight. Master Blender on the inside. We're All Set on the outside. We're All Set now has the measure. We're All Set the winner. Master Blender valiant in defeat. Third, Real Steel, and fourth, Black Diamond Cat in 1:37 and 1.
We're All Set outduels Master Blender to take the third race. Edgard Zayas was the winning rider for trainer Peter Walder and owners David Lengel, Norman Rader, and Brett Brookman. We're All Set returned $8.40 for his victory today. Let's get to the fourth race, a $10,000 claimer. Fillies and Mares 3-year-olds and up will be going a mile on the turf course. Scratch the 9 and the 10. Those are your main track only participants. Also, note that Jose Caraballo will be on the 8, Athenian Beauty.
They're up. Defying Gravity stumbled at the beginning. Toward the inside, Miss Motivation and Marie's Music send off for the early lead. Darn Proud moves up, and here's the gray Secret Fascination splitting horses in the run of the first turn. Secret Fascination will join Marie's Music on the top end, and Darn Proud is 3 wide. Followed by Athenian Beauty, and then to the rail, Miss Motivation. They're 2 lengths better than Starship Jody, who's 3 lengths better than The Business. And after a subpar start, the trailer is Defying Gravity, and she's about 15 lengths off the lead. They run into the backstretch. They went the opening quarter in 23 and 3. Marie's Music clear by a length and a quarter. On the outside in second is Secret Fascination. Darn Proud is third. Miss Motivation rides the rail from fourth with Athenian Beauty parked out wide for Caraballo. In front of Starship Jody, who's improving just ever so slightly now. She's tightening in to be about 5 lengths off the lead. It's a stretch of another 5 lengths back to the team at the back, Defying Gravity and The Business. Less than half a mile away. Now they start to take closer order. Marie's Music has the lead. 3 wide is Darn Proud. From between them, Secret Fascination. Here's Starship Jody looming behind the speed from fourth now. From the outside, an Athenian Beauty. The Business tries to pick it up, needs some place to go. And Defying Gravity will try to circle the field as they run around the far turn. On top, it's still Miss Motivation. And now getting off the fence, The Business. The Business slipped to a slipstream there and then tipped to the outside. And she's under a full head of steam. Gets first run on Starship Jody, who now also has a seam, and they're at the top of the stretch. The Business way out in the center just took the lead. She'll have to deal with the inside running Starship Jody. Final furlong, Starship Jody saved ground off the corner, and she's back in front. The Business tries to go with her second. Defying Gravity's up to third, then Darn Proud, but Starship Jody's a winner. Starship Jody and Juan Leva by 2.5. The Business second, Defying Gravity third, Darn Proud fourth.
Starship Jody runs down The Business to take the fourth race. Juan Leyva was aboard for trainer Steve Dwowskin and owners Starship Stables. Starship Jody paid $8.20 to win. Today's fifth race is a maiden special weight. 2-year-olds will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track. A field of 7 will go to the post.
And they're up. From the center, Call to Honor gets the first call. Minute Madness moves with her in the early stages. Back third early is Tree Shaker, followed by Tornado. Then it's Garava. Moonstricking is second last, and the early trailer is Extrovert. Down the backstretch they go. Minute Madness to the inside, Call to Honor on the outside. Their heads apart. They've worked 3.5 in front of Tree Shaker, who's now third. Followed in fourth by Garava, then it's Tornado. Moonstricking up on her inside, and the trailer is Extrovert. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. They went 22-2 for the opening quarter time. Call to Honor now starts to stretch away by a length. Racing second is Minute Madness, who just got a crack to get closer. These two have still dominated the race. They've opened 6 or 7 on Tornado, who starts to move up and toward the outside from last. Here's a run from Extrovert with a 1/4 mile left to go. Call to Honor and Edgar Zayas off the top of the turn. They just crossed over to the inside. Minute Madness will tip to the outside and take another shot. Here's Minute Madness liking it better on the outside part, trying to get to Call to Honor at the 8th pole. Zayas goes to the Persuader, and Call to Honor has the lead. Minute Madness shifting back to the inside, 6 in front of Moonstricking, but the favorite's a winner, Call to Honor. Call to Honor gets the call and wins it by 2.5. Second was Minute Madness in front of Moonstricking third, and Extrovert finished fourth.
Call to Honor gets the win in the 5th race, breaking his maiden in his 3rd career start for trainer Jose Pinchin and owner Tracy Pinchin. Call to Honor is a half-brother to Holywell, who won 2 of the 3 legs of last year's Florida Sire Stakes Series for fillies. Edgar Zayas was aboard today.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
The 6th race begins today's Rainbow Six with a mandatory payout. It's a $12,500 maiden claiming event. Fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up will be going a mile on the turf course. Scratch the 12, Mischievous Charlie, your main track only participant.
They're up. Toward the inside, Ready to Do This gets the first call. Moving up on the inside is Ay Ay Ay. From the outside, Cat Lucky is showing speed, and Lying Eyes comes away in the top flight. So too does Lucky Ghost in the run to the first turn. With inside position and the lead, the leader is Ay 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 by 3 parts of a length. Ready to Do This is there second on the outside. Cat Lucky is a joint third with Lucky Ghost. Back fifth is Lying Eyes, a stretch of 3.5 to Starship Bellagio, followed by Adar. Minnie Ashley's up the inside, and it to win it is at the back of the field alongside Silver Casino, and being pulled out of the race, the 8th Street Kitty. 8 is out of the race. They went 23-2 for the opening quarter time. Down the backstretch they go. Ay, 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 and Edgar Zayas control the pace by a length. Ready to Do This is back on her on the outside second. Now Ready to Do This goes on a move to take the lead. Racing in third is Lucky Ghost from Cat Lucky, who's fourth. Tipping to the outside, Lying Eyes is now fifth. Minnie Ashley and Adar's fifth, sixth, and seventh now. 2 better than Starship Bellagio, then Silver Casino, and In It to Win It. They take it to the far turn. They win a half mile in 48 seconds flat. And on top, it's Ready to Do This. Josie Gomez makes a break for home, 2 on top. Racing second is Lying Eyes. Here's Adar from the back getting involved. She's third now, beginning to close ground in front of Lucky Ghost and Starship Bellagio. Minnie Ashley's up the inside with 7 lengths to raise and a 1/4 mile to raise it. They move to the top of the stretch. Ready to Do This, confronted now by Adar after 3 quarters and 1:14-2. Up the fence, it's Catler, Lying Eyes, and then from the back trying to run on Starship Bellagio. Final furlong, Adar strikes to the lead now. Lying Eyes coming up the inside, these two to settle the score. Ready to Do This is back third with Bellagio fourth. Inside the final 16th, Adar on the outside, Lying Eyes on the inside. Adar's just in front. It's Adar to win it. Lying Eyes second, Ready to Do This third, then Starship Bellagio in 1:41-4.
Adar holds off Lying Eyes to take the 6th race. Tyler Gaffleone was the winning rider for trainer Antonio Sano and owners Caroli Racing Stable and Rick Degg Farm, Inc. Adar paid $12.40 to win. On to the 7th race, a $30,000 claimer. 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 2 races, will be sprinting 6.5 furlongs on the main track. One jockey change to note, Jose Alvarez will be on the 2, Bonnie Boy Hunter.
And they're up. From the outside, Great Harbor K gets the first call. Big Awesome moves to challenge from second. Fear the Falcons away in the top flight, and Janino moves up from down toward the inside. Moving on the far outside is Sharp Valor, taking off the speed Wild Praise, 2 better than Professor Jack, and the early trailer is Bonnie Boy Hunter. Down the backstretch they go. Great Harbor K and Edgard Zayas have the lead by a length and a half. Racing second now is Big Awesome from Sharp Valor third. Janino is fourth, about 3.5 lengths off the lead, followed then by Fear of the Falcon. Wild Praise is next. Stretch of 3.5 to Professor Jack, and the trailer is still Bonnie Boy Hunter. He spots the leader about a dozen lengths as they run around the far turn. 3 furlongs left to go. Here comes Big Awesome on the outside of Great Harbor K. Sharp Valor is third at the 5/16, 2 better than Janino fourth. Wild Praise is running up on the inside of Fear the Falcon, then Professor Jack, and there's a 1/4 mile left to go. Big Awesome just took the lead without being asked to run. He's on top at the top of the stretch by 2.5. Janino comes off the fence to try to track him down. Wild Praise needs room down toward the inside. Inside the final furlong, it's still Big Awesome. Now he's roused on the top by Nunez and leads it by 2.5. Late run from Bonnie Boy Hunter from far back and Professor Jack on the outside. But to the finish, it will be Big Awesome to win it. Big Awesome wrapped up in the end, 2.5 in front. Janino second, Bonnie Boy Hunter third, Professor Jack fourth in 1:18 flat.
Big Awesome kicks clear to take the 7th race. Eduardo Nunez was aboard for trainer Kathleen O'Connell and owners Dennis Holman, Holly Day, and Kathleen O'Connell. Big Awesome paid $4.60 to win. Race number 8 is a $10,000 claimer. Fillies and Mares 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 2 races, will be going 7.5 furlongs on the turf course. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
They're up. Toward the inside, Sakar wins the break. Another Grand Slam is showing speed. Up on the outside, Amaluna comes away in the top flight and toward the rail. It's Go Sandy Go. Go Sandy Go has inside position and a narrow lead as they hit the first turn run. From the outside, another Grand Slam is second with Sakar third. From between horses and racing fourth is Zamarata, then to the outside, and now fifth is Amaluna. It's a length and a half to Rose Festival, saving ground inside Starship OEM, followed by Princess Romana, then comes Tartaletta, and on her outside and improving a bit now, Mia Motion. They run for the backstretch, 70 to 1 shot on top. Go, Sandy, go. She's in front 3 parts of a length. Racing second is another Grand Slam. Sakara secured inside position third. Very wide on the course, moving up from last. Here's Mia Motion. That forces the hand of Amaluna, who has to get a move on to keep her spot. Also moving wide is Rose Festival. So mid-race tactics here after a 24-4 opening quarter time. Taking in all the action, both Sakar and Zamarata. 2.5 lengths back to Princess Romana, followed by Tartaletta, and the trailer is Starship OEM. They run around the far turn, and now up for the lead. Mia Motion, she made that backside brush, and she takes the lead. Rose Festival 3 wide. Another Grand Slam tries to stay on. Sakar is carefully handled by Zayas, just looking for clear passage. Has about 3.5 lengths to make up. Zamarata takes to the outside. 2 better than Princess Romana, and they're at the top of the stretch. With the lead, Mia Motion from between horses and a bit tight Sakar. Toward the far outside, here comes Zamarata. Amaluna still right there in Rose Festival. Final furlong, Mia Motion still in front. Here's Amaluna to take a shot from second. Sakar's back third. Amaluna surging at Mia Motion. Tartaletta's up for third. Zamarata's up for third, but the winner is Amaluna by a length and a half. Second, Mia Motion, then came Zamarata, followed by Sakar, and they went the course in 1:35-1.
Amaluna at 21 to 1 runs down Mia Motion to take the 8th race. Sunny Leone was the winning jockey for trainer Manuel Estevez and owners Carolina Stable. Amaluna paid $44.40 to win. The 9th race is a $6,250 claimer. 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 3 races, or 3-year-olds, will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track. 11 will go to the post.
And they're up. Poor beginning at the back for Mr. 954. T's two-step won the start, but quickly up to challenge and take the lead is Deer Dog. Guderian will keep him company from second, and Handpicked is out racing in third. Casanova Way is away racing fourth toward the outside. That's Red Max, who's now fifth. Then it's T's two-step, followed by My Uncle Charlie. Massive is next, 2.5 in front of Mr. 954. Rancho's second last, and the early trailer is Creative Quality. They take it to the far turn. They drilled a quarter in 22 seconds flat, and Deer Dog blazes the trail with a 3-length lead. Guderian is second, Handpicked is third, Red Max fourth. Massive splits horses. He's now into fourth, and My Uncle Charlie saves ground along the inside. Trying to round it up from the back is Mr. 954. Then to the rail, it's Rancho. Casanova Way is headed in the wrong direction, but at the top of the stretch, Deer Dog dares him to catch him. Deer Dog not facing a serious threat yet. He's off the top of the turn on a 5-length lead. He won an opening half mile in 44-4, but now the cavalry's coming. Deer Dog trying to go one more furlong. Here comes Handpicked. Rancho's rolling up the rail, and Massive's over the top. Wide open scramble. Rancho will ride the rail to win. Rancho, Christopher McIntosh, win number 1 in 1:11-4.
Rancho gets up along the inside to take the 9th race. Christopher McIntosh rode him to victory today. This is his first career win as a jockey. Milton Nunez was the winning trainer for owners Stanley Freeman and Milton Nunez. Rancho paid $36 to win.
They're off in the Breeders' Cup Classic.
Let's get to the final 2 races of the day. The 10th is a $20,000 maiden claimer. 3-year-olds and up will be going a mile on the turf course. Scratch the 6 Crowd Idol. Also, Arnie Fontanez will be on the 10 Caballero first.
And they're off. From the center, Fox Chase gets the first call. Ridden on the outside, Magnus Maximus to show speed. Running on Guinness comes away in the top flight, and so too does Up and Left as they head into the first turn. It will be Magnus Maximus who crosses and clears and leads it by 1.25 lengths. Up and Left is their second, 2 better than Running on Guinness, who's now third. From the outside, Never in Trouble, and saving ground is Little Comma. Then it's a 1/2 length back from between horses to Fox Chase, and a bit tight there is Caramello. He's third last. Second last on the outside is Caballero first, and Lucky Joker is at the back of the pack. They went 24 seconds for the opening quarter speed. Down the backstretch they go. Magnus Maximus and Oscar Delgado call the shots by 2.5. Up and Left is there second from the outside, and now third is Running on Guinness. Never in Trouble has plotted a wide course, and toward the rail, Caramello still in a bit tight. Keeping him bracketed in is Little Comma. Then back to Fox Chase. He's looking for clear passage, and 1.5 better than Caballero first, and Lucky Joker's at the back. They move into the far turn and take much closer order. Magnus Maximus swallowed up by Up and Left and Running on Guinness. Never in Trouble is now into third in front of Fox Chase. Working off the fence is Little Comma. Caballero first wide on the outside. Now trying to get off the fence is Caramello, and far back to Lucky Joker. They move to the top of the stretch. They went 49-1 for the opening half mile, and they're into the stretch. Never in Trouble's 35-1 and up to challenge the Running on Guinness. 2.5 lengths back to the inside. Fox Chase spies an opening with Caballero first next. 3/4, 114-1. Running on Guinness has the lead. Fox Chase coming up the inside and with good-looking strides. Here's Eddie Castro on Fox Chase on the inside to take the lead. Running on Guinness back to second. Caballero first, third. Fox Chase is in front. Running on Guinness second. Caballero first, third, and Caramello got up for fourth in 140-3.
Fox Chase gets up to take the 10th race, giving both jockey Eddie Castro and trainer Steve Dwowskin their second victories of the day. Steve Dwowskin also owns this colt. He paid $9.80 to win. The 11th and final race on Monday's card is an $8,000 claiming event. 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 3 races, or 3-year-olds, will be going 7.5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 4 and the 14. Marcos Meneses is on the 2, and the 7 Hennis is alive as a single to take down more than a $2 million jackpot in the Rainbow Six.
And runners away. to a picture-perfect beginning. From the center, Hengist and Dreaming of Clarice are away well. Trying to cross over is Bellamy Storm, who's now throttling open to take the lead. And from the 11 post, Bellamy Storm will cross and clear and lead it by 2.5. Dreaming of Clarice will settle in second, from Hengist on the outside third. Moving wide through the initial stages is Dramatist, and down toward the inside, that's Ben Jacob. It's a stretch of 2 to Mutaka, who's a length and a half in front of Drover Road, a Mace on the outside. All cash toward the inside, then it's Fancy Henry with Miles, and the early trailer is Dark and Dusty. They bend into the backstretch. They went 23 seconds for a strong opening quarter time, and Bellamy Storm and Eddie Dominguez call the shots. They're 2.5 on top. Hengist is there second. Dreaming of Clarice is now third. Working off the fence and into fourth is Ben Jacob in front of Dramatist. Then to the outside, a Mace begins to move a bit closer. Mutaka's at the rail. From between them, Drover Road. Fancy Henry moves wide but begins to gain ground. Dark and Dusty follows him. Second last is Miles, and All Cash is the trailer. That's the 12 of them as they move into the far turn. Now on top, the leader a half a length is Ben Jacob. To the attack right away is a Mace, and a Mace now puts ahead in front. Back third is Bellamy Storm, then Fancy Henry. Working off the fence is Drover Road. Dark and Dusty finds his best stride and comes on next. There's less than a quarter of a mile to go, and they're at the top of the stretch. A Mace very confidently handled and moving away by 2. Ben Jacob is now second. Fancy Henry is third. Drover Road is fourth, and up the inside, Bellamy Storm with Dark and Dusty widest of all. Inside the final furlong, now a Mace put to a drive and still with a 2-length lead. Ben Jacob is a tough foe. He's coming back along the inside. Racing third is Fancy Henry, but to the wire, a Mace is a winner. Edgard Zayas and a Mace a half a length in front. Ben Jacob second, third, Fancy Henry fourth, Dark and Dusty, and Drover Road to complete your high five in 1:34 and 4.
A Mace takes the 11th race, notching his second straight victory. Edgard Zayas was aboard. That's his third win of the day. This one is for trainer Gustavo Delgado and owners Grupo 7C Racing Stable. A Mace paid $12.40 to win. Today's exotic wagers paid slightly more than that. The pick 4 of 4 returned $14,841.05 today. The pick 5, you only needed 4 of 5. It paid $1,918.65 today with a mandatory payout. The Rainbow 6, it all had to go today with a mandatory payout. 6 of 6 paid $261,743.62. The final mandatory payout came in the Super High 5, and it paid $23,141.70. That's going to do it for Monday's program. We are now on a 3-day break before we return to live racing on Friday. The schedule changes a little bit. No live racing on Thursday. We'll return to live racing on Friday this week, and we'll have a 10-race program when we return that is highlighted by the Hard Worker Stakes. Fillies and Mares will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course. The big name in here is Our Free Roll, a Grade 2 winner on dirt. She made her turf debut here at Gulfstream 2 starts back and came away with the Tiger Lily handicap. After faltering in the Grade 2 Princess Rooney, she's going to return to the turf yet again for trainer Sally Mitchell-Hill, and we'll see if she can get back in the winner's circle. But the speedster is going to have plenty of company on the front end, and I think the Ralph Nix trained Zamquick can capitalize. She should sit the trip as a closer. She made her debut for the Nix barn in her last start in the Bougainvillea handicap and made a nice rally while 6 wide to get up for third. So we'll see how she builds off of that performance. Best be sure it's going to be a great race, as will the others on the card. I'll see you back here in a couple days. Thanks for watching Thoroughbred Action. I'm Katie Stazak.